of the 19 in the 19 Premier League seasons.
We all have this winning mentality.
The mindset is changed.
This man is a one-off.
Their sixth permanent manager with the appointment of Ruben Amorim since Sir Alex Ferguson.
Mason Mount has the opportunity. Mason Mount's missed just wide.
Manchester United finished 15th last season. Every game's going to be difficult.
United are an average team, an average Premier League team.
What changed when Sir Alex left?
I think
Because it's the social media.
these videos and the dance.
People love to see that, yes.
Seriously. So what is the thing?
We had a couple of wobbles and then hit space.
It's all gone off.
With no problem, and we move on.
I think we did a lot of progress. I will be fighting for my place. I need to prove why I was picking me up.
We were a team, simple as that.
Well, I think for that few years you felt unstoppable. I felt as a team you're going into games knowing that you're going to win, and in big games as well.
Manchester United make one change from last week's. Ji-sung Park comes in probably to offer a pacey outlet on the counter-attack. And they have that by the lorry load in Sir Alex Ferguson's chosen front three.
A killer in front of goal.
I learned that in Manchester United because the last years in Manchester United, I was the best scorer in Champions League. And in the league, I was the best scorer too. So
40-something goals.
the mindset is changed.
We all have this winning mentality, so die for him. Die for him, don't blame him, don't complain when he misses the ball, because we all win together, but we all lose together.
And Nicola Anelka with the responsibility of taking this key penalty. Anelka. And it's saved it! United again! The newly crowned champions of England are the new champions of Europe. Manchester United, 3 times European champions.
The dressing room, the atmosphere, that shows how Man United play that pressure. That makes the team strong.
It is official. Manchester United are the champions. It is momentous because they are champions for the 19th time. 12 of the 19 in the 19 Premier League seasons. It's 12 for Ryan Giggs. Incredible. 10 for Paul Scholes. 4 for the likes of Vidic and Rooney and Park and Carrick and Fletcher and Evra.
When you started that day, how did you imagine where you'd be now?
Not the journey should be different. I think we did a lot of progress. It's hard to say one thing, but I have to say it now.
Of not having any freedom to take a risk to go and try and win a football match is becoming an illness in the game. It's becoming a disease in the game. We've got so much to improve. And by the way, I haven't got a lot of time to improve it, or else you'll sack me.
I think it's really heavy to play in this club in this moment. It's really heavy. It's getting heavy.
And then the second ball, and the header's in! Phil Foden! Holland in the penalty area! City 2! Can he tuck it in? You bet he can! City 3, United 0! And City have beaten United, and they've done it comprehensively.
He said there he's not too angry, he's happy with the effort. They've lost 3-0 in the derby again. He should be fuming. He should be raging. I just couldn't imagine being in a dressing room after losing the derby game 3-0 and everyone going, yeah, we all try. You've got to bring quality. Your decision making.
They spent more than £200 million on forwards this summer. So is it paying off? At the moment, they are underperforming their expected goals.
Signing the world's best players did not guarantee success on the pitch. The Galactico policy implemented by Real Madrid in early 2000s was a bold attempt to create a team of superstars that would dominate European football. While the policy initially brought success to Real Madrid, it ultimately failed due to a lack of team cohesion and a focus on short-term success. So to put it simply, football is not always about money. Manchester United suffered with their rebuild.
Come to the club of United and the conviction of what I believed in. I wanted to build the foundation of the football club through the younger players. And I like younger people anyway.
And then of course that 91-92 group with Beckham, Neville, Scholes, with an incredible array of talent.
The amount of young players he's brought through the club's been fantastic, and he believes in young people and gives them the chance and gives them the head, and believes they can sort of climb a mountain for him.
The kids, christened Fergie's fledglings, had repaid their manager's faith with another Premiership win. In 1999, Manchester United were chasing 3 trophies, the FA Cup, Premiership and the Champions League.
The 1999 UEFA Champions League final, Manchester United and Bayern Munich. Basler wants this, and Basler puts Bayern in front. York can't get anything on that, and they've got an equalising goal. Teddy Sheringham. Beckham again with the corner kick.
Han har förstått mycket mer i eftertid på ett stort övervikt där.
It's in! Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the comeback of comebacks. They've won the Champions League. They've completed a treble, a domestic double. And it is Manchester United who lift the UEFA Champions League trophy.
I always felt that the players had huge respect for Alex Ferguson. You didn't want to let him down, ultimately. You wanted to go and give your all.
You know, we came into a United team and a club that were hungry for success. We had a team. We had a real team of players that were supporting each other. That we were a team. Simple as that.
Yeah. When I walked in, the first thing I thought is like the togetherness here. Where does that come from? How does that? You were there before me.
It comes from the top.
Yeah.
It comes from the manager.
On the 6th of November 1986, Alex Ferguson arrived at Old Trafford. Right from the outset, Ferguson's target was clear.
The only way we can win the European Cup is by winning the week. And that has got to be the target for Manchester United. And that's the challenge to Manchester United players, not to Alex Ferguson.
Were you afraid of him?
Yeah. Saturday mornings, the manager would be stood up against the window and he'd be pacing, you'd see him pace up and down. It was terrifying. Terrifying.
And when he did have a go, it was scary.
When I was 15, he obliterated me. You can look at, you'll never play for this football club again. Who do you think you are? You come into this club, all these players in, it's all about you.
It's just aggressive, it's in your face.
And he changed the whole mentality, the whole feeling around this stadium. So it's not one memory, it's a sort of an abiding memory of the fact of my childhood and thinking what changed from the moment he won that first championship with the players that won it.
The long wait is over. Manchester United, the very first under the auspices of the FA Premier League.
Well, now that you've done it once and finally broken that 26-year spell, do you think you can form a dynasty here? And
we have the platform and definitely have the resources, we have the players, and as long as they're hungry, because without hunger you can never achieve anything. And I would be saying to my players now is, go on, the door's open for you, it's up to yourself. If you really want to do it, you can do it.
I'm ready for everything. I will be fighting for my place. I have no guarantees that I'm going to play, so my aim will be, as always, to improve myself, improve the team, and help everyone to get a better and successful season.
There is no trust between the manager and the players. Until that changes, we're going to keep seeing the same.
It's taking a long time here. Bruno Fernandes, thwarted by Praveen Kelleher.
They haven't put Premier League back-to-back wins since he's been in charge. Tells you something. Whether it's the player or the manager, it's a problem.
Opens it up for the Danes. They've downed Manchester United.
For Manchester United, go away from home, don't put the work and effort in that's required to win Premier League matches.
There's a video doing the rounds that's got your goat, right?
No, I'll just see a video of the lads dancing in the change room. Listen, I'm all for having a bit of fun on social media and stuff. Listen, when you're fifth in the league and you're not in the Champions League positions and you're fighting.
Right, be totally honest with us. If this had happened in your day at United?
Why not? Because you haven't won anything yet.
Drew says, I'd love nothing more than Fergie to walk in and punch the pair of them.
If Fergie's there, no chance.
Wouldn't happen.
Well, it's responsibility. I think that they're responsible for their actions, responsible for what they say in their Twitter. I don't understand it, honestly. So do the library, do the book. Seriously, it's a waste of time.
What do you think that whole issue was about then? These videos and the dancing?
Because it's the social media. I mean, you don't know me. After outside the camera, I can be here. You give me a ball, I will be playing. I am myself. People love to see that, yes. People love to see that. Kids love to see that, yes.
I think firstly, we were losing the core of the team really. Giggsy, Rio, Vidic, they were all on the last legs basically. And So we were losing that presence in the dressing room. Then there was literally me and Michael Carrick left, still playing, and from that generation. And then you're getting the likes of Jesse Lingard coming through, but it was never, the same. And as I said, football was changing. Coming in, I always remember after the Liverpool game when we got beaten, lads are coming in dancing the next day around the dressing room. Hip-hop was when I remember taking the music out of it. And then, but you could try and control it as much as possible, but...
Michael Oliver points to the spot. It's daft. And Liverpool lead at Old Trafford. Pogba culpable.
Sir Alex had other ways of getting into his players' heads, including what became known as the hairdryer, a term first coined by United striker Mark Hughes.
The hairdryer.
The hairdryer obviously is a myth. Let me just put that out there, but that apparently was the treatment that underperforming players received from Sir Alex.
Having the boss as a manager, as a mentor, as someone that we can look up to, it's always been, no matter what happens and what, we had a couple of wobbles, in
Do you think you
in
needed a bit of
we had a
tough
couple
love?
of wobbles in the 13 years.
Arsenal, the holders, have won this one, and as the Manchester United fans get up and leave, 9,000 Arsenal supporters.
He was raging. Players, as they do, starting to get rid of the kit and the boots.
It was my boots. There's a bit of an argument about one of the goals they scored, and Beck says no, Gaffer says it's your fault, it's not my fault, let's look at the video. I don't need to look at the video, I've got my eyes, and he kicks whatever's in front of him.
He's actually connected, absolutely centre forward style, you know what I mean? He's got it right.
And he just goes, and it hits Beck's.
It's him.
Everyone's gone up, it's all gone off.
Alec was a great friend, but if you crossed him, if you went against him, he was ruthless.
That coldness and that calmness with which he would do that sent sides to the chamber and do not mess around with this guy, because nobody is above him or this football club or can get above their station, because you will be tossed out of this place quick.
Anyway, having said that, contrary to a lot of the protocols, David did not have 2 stitches put in his head, he had no stitches. So it was a graze, and it's dealt with the doctor, there's no problem. And we move on, and that's all there is to be said for it.
The manager's coming, he's sticking to his guns, he's not budging. But the results, and we look at a points per game and goals for, goals against.
So that's a
Not good
concern.
read. Yeah, it's not, it's
The only validation they're getting in this system, in the 3-4-3, is when they switch the play, it looks good.
Correct.
But there's nothing else.
Or a counter-attack.
There's not a fast break.
Obviously we're playing 3-4-3, it's new to everyone. The manager's persistently wants to play that. It takes players a longer time.
The curtain falls on the 90 minutes, comes to the penalties, which are forthcoming shortly. So, Mbeumo. Oh! It's Grimsby's night! They've reeled in the big fish!
With the greatest respect to him, you should have an attacking player getting into the box, where a lot of the time it was a defender, an extra man, that it just seems crazy that he's so wedded to this formation at all costs and at any circumstance in a match, that he's almost forcing people into positions at whatever the state of the game is. It just seems absolutely baffling to me that there's just no flex at all.
He used every tool that he had to get players to play. He treated players differently.
He's got the ability to adapt to change. He's working with different generations now than he did, 20 years ago and 10 years ago. So that is a big feature to have.
You get a sense, this game is for this guy here. I'm going to play him. His traits will do well for me in this game. Pirlo was at the centre of everything that they'd done, and the manager played at Geeson Park on him as a man marking. I'm sure Pirlo woke up the next morning and he looked at the bottom of his bed and expected to see Geeson Park there. But he was that good, and he.
Park played around Pirlo in the first game for Manchester United. He seems to have a similar assignment tonight. Is Pirlo. Look how quickly Park is upon him. But he plays in Geeson Park. Game over. Geeson Park strikes. Manchester United, comfortable winners.
What's it about you on big match occasions?
always means you seem to play.
It's not my decision, so it's a manager's decision. So I follow that, and then I have to show my ability, and I need to prove why boss picked me up.
At the heart of his success was Ferguson's skillful man management. His reputation as a fearsome dictator kept the players on their toes, while his softer side earned their loyalty.
United have one hand and another 4 fingers on the Premier League trophy. And what a ball to pick him out! And what a finish! A magnificent goal by Robin van Persie. Let the party begin. Manchester United are champions once again.
Manchester United have tweeted, and on their website they've said that Sir Alex Ferguson has retired.
His decision comes after Manchester United won their 20th league title and the 13th in his 26 years at Old Trafford.
Fortune industry, shining for glory, Old Trafford. Impossible dream, made possible by Sir Alex Ferguson.
First of all, it's a thank you to Manchester United. You have been the most fantastic experience of my life. Thank you. The players, I wish the players every success in the future. You know how good you are. You know the jersey you're wearing. You know what it means to everyone here. And don't ever let yourself down. The expectation is always there. So, thank you. Thank you.
Old Trafford, let's hear it for Sir Alex Ferguson.
Obviously since Sir Alex Ferguson they've gone through every different type of manager. David Moyes was the Premier League proven mini Ferguson. Then you bring in the proven winner, the experienced coach in Van Gaal. That didn't work. Then you bring in the guy who's guaranteed trophies, Jose Mourinho. Won trophies but didn't win the Premier League. Then you bring in the kind of the club legend, smiles back on people's faces, play the United way guy in Solskjaer. That didn't work. And then you pick the up-and-coming best coach in Europe, Erik ten Hag, and that didn't work.
It wasn't really until Sir Alex Ferguson left and retired that we realised how good.
Ferguson's win-at-all-costs mentality was critical in helping him restore United to their former greatness.
I think it's something you always persevere with, is what you believe in. Don't change that belief, because if you do, then you're deserting yourself. You're letting yourself down, and I would never do that. I never let myself down. I always went for what I believed in was the right way.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah.